World Cup is finally here and I could not be more excited. 48 teams, one trophy and about a million things that can go wrong. Today I'm going to give you my predictions, flops, surprises, golden boot and who lifts the trophy. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to talk about biggest flop first, Brazil. I don't see them even getting to the quarterfinal. I feel like they're going to struggle straight away. Their first game is against Morocco, a game which they could easily lose against. And then all of a sudden, it could get to the last game against Scotland, who will give them a good game. A lot of their star players tend to go missing for Brazil, and with Neymar going, but he's going injured, he's not even going to be playing that much. Vinny Jr., I'm worried about how he plays for Brazil. He's only scored 9 goals in 48 Brazilian appearances, and the last game against Egypt, I'm not convinced at all, only winning 2-1. I'm going to go for Brazil being my biggest flop. The biggest surprise, actually, I'm going to go for Norway. It's the first World Cup since 1998 and nobody really knows what to expect from them. They've had a fantastic qualifiers and they've got a bit of a golden era about them with Haaland, Ødegaard, Antonio Nunes, Soloff. There's quite a lot of really promising footballers there who would suit the international stage. I did think about talking on Japan. I think they're quite disciplined, very organised. I was very impressed when they played England. But Norway, to me, they could genuinely reach for quarters or maybe even get further. They've got a fantastic squad. For the golden boot, it's fairly simple to me. I'm going to pick the player who scored 67 goals so far this season, 36 in the Bundesliga, 14 in the Champions League. He's hit 500 career goals for club and country back in February. It has to be Harry Kane, probably in the form of his life right now, playing for a manager who understands how to get the best out of him. I think he's going to be an absolute gem in this team. But as far as the most disappointing player, I have to look at Vinny Jr. Going back to that Brazilian team, and it sort of just makes sense to me. At Real Madrid, at times he can be unplayable, but this season he hasn't been where he usually is. And once again, for Brazil, 9 goals in 48 matches. And I know goals aren't everything, but in a team which need goals, he needs to step up. And I don't think he's got it in him. Some teams, especially Brazilian teams, they step up to the pressure. But it feels like over these last few years, Brazil have sort of gone missing. And they're not the Brazil we know. But who wins it? My head, I say, is France. They've got the most talented squad. Mbappe with a point to prove. My heart obviously says England. It's been 60 years since we last won it. But I think under this manager, there is a chance we could actually do it. But my actual prediction, if I'm going to go for the favourite, it has to be France. Could be Spain, but I just think France have got too many stars for it not to work. But come back July 19th and we'll see. So those are my predictions. Let me know in your comments who will win the World Cup and subscribe for England coverage every game this tournament.